Hey everyone, it's Deja with Knit and Crochet Ever After, and today I have something really cool to show you. This is the Giga Tent. It's a fully inflatable setup camping tent from Aerogogo that they sent me to check out and give my honest review. I am going to show you how this thing sets up, takes down, all the features it has, and lastly, what I think about it. So if you're interested in seeing more about this, use the link in the description to go check them out and pick one up for yourself. But let's get started. Okay, so first off, you get your Aerogogo tent in this nice portable carrying bag. It weighs about 7.9 pounds, so pretty easy to carry, very lightweight. There is an optional rain fly that you can purchase, which is this guy here, and I'll show you it in action in just a bit. But let's get into the tent and start inflating. Okay, so I've pulled the tent out of the bag just to get a quick look at it first. This tent is made from TPU, thermoplastic polyurethane, and polyester fabric, a combination. Up here at the top, I've got a zipper where the poles connect, and you can actually see what is inflating those. So it's a clear plastic tubing. Maybe this is so that you can replace it if you ever need to. I'm not exactly sure why there's a zipper up here. But those 4 tent pole legs come down and have release valves at the bottom. So I'm going to be closing up all of those before I start inflating. And what will I be inflating with? I will be inflating with this bad boy on one of the legs. So this is a water-resistant pump. It has a USB-C charger, and supposedly one 5-hour charge with this will inflate this guy 30 times. So you get a really good, bang for your buck on one charge. So I just hit this button here. It should inflate. It takes 3 minutes to fully inflate, and it's supposed to shut off by itself once it's done inflating. So I'll like that because I never know when to shut these off. So other items in the bag, we have our rain fly topper because it is ventilated at the top wherever my top went. You can see we got the mesh. There's the little hanging hook that I can see in here, which is handy for like a lantern. And then we have a little bag of wind ropes. This is supposed to survive a level 7 windstorm with these guys, and the pegs to install it with. So let's lay out this tent and watch it inflate. Okay, I've got the tent laid out. I have all of the valves closed, and we're ready to hit the pump to inflate. This is supposed to take 3 minutes, so let's see how that does. As it's inflating, I'll give you some more information, some specs on everything. So let's see how it works. Right off the bat, the motor's not too loud, which is nice. You're not getting a bunch of noise pollution like you normally get from those kind of air inflating pumps that you have to take with you on camping trips. So let's see how this does. Okay, once again, this should inflate in 3 minutes or less and shut off on its own with that water-resistant pump. That pump takes a 5-hour charge on a USB-C cord, and it should inflate 30 times, so that will give you a ton of inflations if you're doing a weekend trip where you're, backpacking and taking off and backpacking in another area. You should be good. But there are some valves on the side, like I said before. They have 2 sizes, a large and a small, so that small should give you the ability to hand pump or even maybe blow pump if necessary, so that you can inflate it just in case you run out of charge. You'll notice that I am adjusting the poles slightly just so that the air can flow through the entire thing. If it's bent a little, I'm picturing it kind of getting cut off and the pump thinks it's completely inflated, so I'm just gonna help it around a little bit so that we get the full inflation and this pump stopping when it needs to. So this is supposed to fit 2 adults and 2 small children. We will test that out as soon as it's inflated, but I think this is a great idea, not only for camping, but maybe the beach, sports events, for your kids. poolside, anywhere where you need some privacy with a quick and easy setup, because this, with the two double doors on both sides, also gives you great access to be able to see the action but not necessarily have to be in it, because you have those little mosquito nets on there that you can employ for that purpose. Okay, it just shut off and it's giving a little beeping noise on the pump. I guess it's like a little, hey, it's done. We're shutting off now. And you can see it's fully standing with no wind. I don't even know if I would need the strap downs, but it's always a good idea. You don't want it flying away on you in the middle of the night. So let's take a look inside at the double door design and talk a little bit more about it. So I thought I'd install the rain fly just so you can see how that goes on nice and easy. So let's check out these double doors. Nice, easy zipper, of course, and it has little pegs to roll this in so you can keep it out of the way and not step on it if you have just your mesh door open. Opposite zippers, which is nice. And then we have the interior. So let's go take a little closer look. But you can see that I have the back door open right now with just the mesh up so that you can see that it's completely the same size on both sides so that you get that nice breeze through if it's a warm day. But let's check out the inside and then I'll show you the optional, more extensive rain cover. Okay, so I am sitting inside. You can see I can almost stretch my entire hand up to touch. There's a convenient little hook right in the center so you can hang a lantern. And I'm on one side of the tent just so you can see the room that's available in here. I can fully lay down with no problem. So I can fully lay down with no problem. And I still have further than an arm length width. So I think you could definitely fit two adults very comfortably. And probably some kids, because there's still some room. So it'll be a tight squeeze, but I think you can do it. So it is possible for those two adults and two kids. The inside of the tent is just like any other tent, same kind of material. The stitching looks great. It's double stitched everywhere. I don't feel like I'm in any kind of special tent. It's just a regular old tent. So I like that it doesn't necessarily change anything except for how you put it up, so that's very handy. I'm going to show you how it tears down after I put on the protective cover, because what good is an easy pop-up tent if it's really hard to take down? So we'll check out how that works out right after the protective tent cover show. Okay, I've got my extra protection here, my little tent wrap, so I'm gonna see how easily and quickly I can get this thing on here. I'm going to use the fact that this is Aerogogo to make this the front, and there's also a door, so I'm thinking that's where that goes. So let's see how long it takes me to get this thing on. Okay, not bad at all. I am seeing what I have to, looks like I have something to wrap around the base of each pole. So we'll try that to get it a little snugger. Not too bad. Pretty easy, actually. It has a couple of holes up here for ventilation, I'm guessing. It has a, I don't know, I guess maybe that kind of holds it open for better ventilation. It's got like a little Velcro strappy thing here. That works, that's cool. Still have our wind tent pegs or straps for the pegs. But you can see this is a very easy little put together setup. And then we have our door. Oh, it's nice and velcroed at the bottom and in the middle. And that's it. So that way we can still get in, but this will give you extra rain protection, sun protection, probably wind protection. So a nice little feature that you can purchase separately for the tent if you need it. It doesn't quite fit in the travel bag that it comes with, so keep that in mind. You'll need to get something to wrap it up in to take it with you, but definitely very helpful when needed. Okay, so what good is a blow-up tent if it doesn't come down easy? So I'm very interested to see how quickly this thing deflates and if it's difficult to deflate it. So I'm going to start in this corner here with the valve and release it and see how much more we have to do. So it has a double release. It has a smaller one and a bigger one. I'm just going for the bigger one. Let's see what happens. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. So even though there are 3 release valves, I only released one, and it looks like the poles may be interconnected so that you release one, the whole thing deflates. It's down in a couple seconds, so that was really simple. I don't think it gets much easier than that, and it feels very fully deflated. It's not like I have to sit there and push on it or anything. So this should be easy to just fold up and stick back in my bag and get ready to go. So I love that. I'll do some final thoughts and then you can go check it out for yourself. So that is the Giga Tent. I hope you thought it was as cool as I did. Use the link in the description to go check it out. If you enjoy review videos and reveals and all the other stuff that I offer, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button because there'll be plenty more where this came from. I'm Deja with Knit and Crochet Ever After, and thank you for watching.